Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down at the 38-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 62 yards. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. An extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And now off to the races down the right side. On his horse. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 96 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 34 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday on Sunday.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hero 15. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now,
touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
and it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow, 22, right, white. Green jack. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52. Red.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go, Matt. Ready?
On first down, it's Genty. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
95. Go, yellow, go. Black shot. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
They'll go again with Genty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Blue, 32.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Steal. Check steal. Set.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check right.
A gain of 14.
Set.
First down.
Yellow,
Las
one.
Vegas.
Set.
On the give, Genty. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Okay.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
Let's go.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Steal. Strike 2. Hut.
They'll set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And as the defense have it, they do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Once again, it's Genty. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Ready?
They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Got a man who hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Hey, 43. Hey, rip list.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come back.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Gain of 15. And the Raider first down.
95. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Second and 10.
Come on, set. Watch for sticky green. Blue striker. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one caught by Rice. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
I got him. 52. Green back. Smash. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Las Vegas first down.
Ball rank.
A gain of 15.
On the give, Genty. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Raiders first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Here we go.
A gain of 11
33. Yellow.
and the Las Vegas first down.
10 seconds.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
6. Mega. Set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Rock red. Cycle. Set.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45, white. White blue. Plastic, 6. Black ultra. Check, hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Let's go, Blue Ladies!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Set, ready. Hut.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Steel, black. White, white. Hut, hut.
2nd and 13. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hey, 43.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And it is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Blaster, 6, Edo Blue. Field, black, 10.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
95, solid red. Black Ultra. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Looking in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Red, 38.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. downs on the other side of midfield at the 45. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Yellow. Attack, attack!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for him. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
Yellow.
Now a handoff looking right. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped stopped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Yellow. Six. Mega. White. White. Red.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Now it's Genty. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Black. Come on. Set. 45. White. Smash. Red.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run out of the gun with Genty. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Yellow. 22. Hut.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Black. Set.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Ready, set.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 red. 60 red. Steel, black. Red, cycle. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now we're a situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yellow.
First and 10.
Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This is first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he's able to clock it with time remaining. And now they'll have a shot at a long field goal that is going to decide this game. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to advance to the divisional round. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Guess I'm in the ego to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their 2 hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be